Hello, it's Mir once again. Be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe down below. And today we're going to be looking at W.A.S.P's The Headless Children, released April 15, 1989. Its genre is heavy metal. Its length is 48 minutes, 32 seconds. It's produced by Blackie Lawless. W.A.S.P at this time consists of Blackie Lawless on rhythm guitar and lead vocals, Chris Holmes on lead guitar, Johnny Rod on bass, Ken Hensley on keyboards, and Frank Banali on drums. Now the track listing is The Heretic, The Lost Child, The Real Me, The Headless Children, Thunderhead, Mean Man, The Neutron Bomber, Mephisto Waltz, Forever Free, Maneater, and Rebel in the F.D.G. Now, coming off this, their previous works, their first 3 or 4 records, if you include the live one as studio, it really showed W.A.S.P was in a kind of going into another phase. This album kind of ditches the whole sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of narrative that really been throughout a lot of their first albums. And this goes into a whole different area where W.A.S.P seems to be getting a little bit more social in a lot of their music. The Heretic, The Lost Child talks about stuff such as depression and war, and has some great melodies throughout. Vocals are good on the song, and has good tempo changes, and just something I never expected from W.A.S.P at this point was some great melodies. Song number 2, The Real Me, is a Who cover from their Quadrophenia album, and they make it their own. They do a good job on it. The Headless Children, it's very doomy intro. Tony Iommi would be proud of this intro. It sounds something like Black Sabbath would do. Has a great keyboard touch. This is one of the times I heard Ken Hensley and it worked very, very well. And I like the drumming throughout and some of the spoken stuff into the solo. Song number 4, Thunderhead, has Lita Ford and a whole accompaniment of other people as background singers on. Piano melodic intro into fast riffs. Talks about stuff like heroin and that, which is something different for really W.A.S.P about this time. Mean Man is Blackie's Lawless to Chris Holmes. However, Chris Holmes wouldn't be around very much longer, which is kind of sad because I always felt him and Blackie worked very well off each other. The Neutron Bomber is about Reagan, if you couldn't tell throughout the lyrics, with Ronnie in there. Kind of his way of saying how America was holding the world hostage with nuclear bombs. Which is kind of sad because when this album came out, Ronald Reagan was no longer president. But it is what it is. Has a big drum intro, great lyrics. Has really nice twin guitar parts, which I love. Mephisto Waltz, melodic acoustic song, great. Forever Free is W.A.S.P tribute to Lynyrd Skynyrd. Catchy chorus, or has a melodic ballad intro. Nice change of pace. Great solo with the keyboard underneath. Just makes it good. Maneater, catchy chorus. New wave of British heavy metal feel, a very catchy riff. I like the big ending. And the song ends with Rebel in the F.D.G. Great song, great vocal delivery, catchy as shit chorus, great solo, and I really like some of the spoken parts. As I said, signature song off of here, Headless Children, The Heretic, Hidden Gem, Rebel in the F.D.G, Forever Free, The Neutron Bomber, Thunderhead. Pick one. There's so many good songs. I really enjoyed Ken Hensley on this album. Now, you don't hear him all the time, but when you do, it reminds me of when Uriah Heep was at their best, is when they were at their heaviest. It's one of the few albums actually produced by a band member I actually like. I remember saying in other videos that if a band member gets near the production of an album, it usually isn't very good. Look at Motorhead, look at Uriah Heep as examples. The only qualm I really had about it is at times it felt a little overdrummed, but that could just be me nitpicking certain songs. For me, it's one of W.A.S.P's best records. If I had to give it a grade out of 5, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5, just because certain songs at times feel a little overdrummed. But anyway, that's my review. Once again, be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. This is me here signing out. Peace.